The Leafs have used their Nexus cards to get across the border and head to KeyBank Center, where they will tangle with the Buffalo Sabres in the start of a home-and-home series. And a lot of people dressed in blue and white Leaf gear have done likewise. We're ready to go. Puck is dropped. We're underway. Leafs to the right and the Sabres to the left. Down in on the right side. Good hit to spin his man around, but the puck comes free, and on the near side, McLeod in on goal. The shot, they score! A turnover along the right wing boards, and McLeod took it in, but the pass comes out to Samuelsson. And it is 1-0 Buffalo here with about 4:38 played.
First goal of the year for Samuelsson. With 2 assists, long stretch pass, gets the Leafs caught.
And it is back out into the center ice area for Byram. Byram centers. That went off a skate, and the Leafs have it now. An all-long alley-oop, and now Nylander has a breakaway. He's in on goal. He scores! Willie Nylander, as he has done so prolifically over his career, takes off and then has to settle an alley-oop pass, and does so and slides it ever so gently through the legs to tie the game at 1.
Boy, and this is a great outlet pass. I believe it was Ekman-Larsson.
Leafs in across the line. Lorenz dropping for Domi, and he rang it off the post on the far side. Played around back of the net. Metsä gets it ahead on the right wing side. Thompson in. Thompson with a pass into the slot. They score! What a beautiful three-way passing play that was. And Kulich is the beneficiary of it to give the Sabres the lead again. And they're going in a hurry here. Of the National Lacrosse League. And his jersey is number retired in the building. Puck in the offensive zone, pushed out by Nylander. He gets around the defense. He's got a breakaway, and that was stopped by Lyon, but a penalty was coming. Will it be a penalty shot?
No, I think I saw the tripping call from the official.
Here's Matthews in over the line to Nyes. A pass back into the slot area instead of a shot. And the Sabres are going to take advantage and have a 2-on-1 break. They've already scored a couple of short-handed goals. And that was knocked wide of the net. Stolar's looking behind him. The Leafs get it ahead. Cowan in across the line. Dropping it off for Max Domi in the slot, and he'll shoot it. But that was kicked away nicely by Lyon. Mistaken. Cowan trying to push it in over the line, had it turned back. Here the Sabres in on the right side. Pass on the left wing side, stopped by Stolarz as it comes back to the point. They'll chop it out into the center ice area and down into the Leaf end. This could be icing, but no. Oh! And Benoit got hooked there by Thompson, and a dangerous play, and I think a penalty is coming here as Thompson took the feet out from underneath Benoit, who went heavily into the end boards. Swept off a stick and down into the corner for Nyes. Far side it goes for Tavares. Back to the point of the defenseman, and OEL works in, doesn't shoot it. Gives it to Tavares. On the right side, they score! Matthews, one-timer from that right spot. Boy, would we like to see that more often on this power play, but the Leafs have tied the game.
I'm with you on that. You've got Matthews with a one-timer on the right wing side, and if you've got Nylander with a one-timer on the left wing side, it could be lethal, but we have not seen that a lot this season.
Near boards for Dahlin. Erasmus Dahlin trying to get away from a hook that Domi pleaded innocence to.
Which included a 3-for-3 night against Ottawa.
Oh, yeah? Well, 6 for 13 in their last 5. And what happens here?
Leafs getting another one for high sticking.
Sabres keep the puck alive. Working along is Benson. Benson with a shot that deflects up into the crowd out of play off a stick. Back of the net, centering pass comes in front. Down is Stolarz, but he couldn't get a hold of it. But the Leafs do, and they ring the boards with it to get it down the ice. And the first penalty is over. And now the 2 power plays are over, and the Leafs have killed it off. McMahon trying to dig the puck free. Matthews swings it around to the other side. It'll come to the defense. Sent around back of the net. Coming out in front. His backhand try by Matthews was stopped there by Lyon.
On the rink?
Dakota. Yeah,
that's all I got.
Yeah, it's not your best. Pass blocked. Chance for Nyes. Breakaway opportunity. Nyes in on goal. Deek's backhand pad save made by Alex Lyon.
Tried to do exactly what Nylander did, which is tap it 5-hole.
Nylander was sniffing around there for another breakaway. Played up on the wing, and it will be trapped again by Thompson, and a shot is gloved and knocked down by Stolarz and covered up just at the last second. And we get some pushing, shoving a little bit going on. Slides it into the right wing corner and hustles in there after it with a good collision to knock his man Timmins to the ice. And then they turn it over again, and the Leafs get it right back in over the line. Nylander looking to the left wing side, a shot off a wing, and OEL had a great chance there as Nylander spotted him coming off the bench. And the Sabres get it out into the center ice area. Right wing side, Thompson, drop pass, back to Thompson, right in the slot, and he scores!
Another goal off the rush for the Buffalo Sabres. Great passing play, but poor coverage by the Leafs. Up ice to their own end, and after Toronto has had the better of the scoring chances here in the second period, it's Tage Thompson that has Buffalo back on top by 1.
And Brandon Carlo with a lead pass to center for McMahon, and across the line for Matthews. Matthews curling out of the corner with a backhand, and that was stopped by Lyon. Leafs in the far corner in their own zone, get it out. Sabres control at their own blue line. Almost turning it over there was Yuri Kulich, back in their own end. Bowen Byram gets it up on the left wing and skates to center. Left-handed shooting defenseman on the wing, a shot, and a quick shot by Josh Doan was fought off there by Stolarz. Pushed along the wall by Rasmus Dahlin. Sabres have gotten their change in. Leafs a tired group out there maybe as it's played down into the corner, centering pass, and a shot, scores! Mattias Samuelsson gets his second goal of the game on a turnover in the Leaf zone, and the first 2-goal lead is owned by the Sabres. Got it around the boards, back to the point, and a one-timer in front of the net. But Kelly scored. No, he shot it off the post. He was in behind the goaltender. I don't think that's humanly possible. Just out of the reach of the defenseman, and now the Sabres have Carlo trapped as they get it in over the line. Trying to work around back of the net. Carlo back into the slot area. It bounces off of the...
Alex Tuck is pointing, or pardon me, Josh Doan is pointing as if to say it was in.
Got it back again, looking to get it to Roy. Roy protecting it with his size. Couldn't get it in front of the net to Cowan. Cowan there, and then a shot by Roy. Went off a skate and went just wide of an open corner. Got some support. The puck still up against the wall. Drug out now by Roy. He works around back of the net. Centered in front of the net. It rolls into the goal crease. They score! A gem play made by Dakota Joshua. Set up by Nicolas Roy. And the Leafs are within a goal. Ugly, but effective.
Well, it's been a tough night for this line. But this goal is all created below the goal line in behind the net when Joshua got in first.
But you can hear the Leaf fans getting things revved up. Played to the line and in. Bouncing puck to the side, and a quick shot is smothered by Stolarz. Kept in at the point then by the Maple Leafs Myers. It comes in front of the net, and another shot by Domi was knocked away by Lyon. Leafs pressing a little bit here, getting some good forechecking going. Back to the point, another shot. Gloved by Lyon off the ice. And he will stop play as Joshua gets in a little shoving match in front of the net. Nothing more to develop there. Get a chance to skate it out at center, and we'll get to the red line and shoot it in. Except they shot it into the Toronto bench. Now we got a shoving session going on with Jake McCabe and Tag Thompson.
Looks like somebody going after Bobby McMahon as well, maybe Matthews.
Anyway, it seems to have broken up without penalties being issued. McKay, but he couldn't control it, and it is flipped out at center, and now here are the Sabres working in over the line. Zucker trying to get it in front. Big pad save made by Stolars. Better circle that one as Nylander gets a lead pass at center. The Leafs turn it right back towards the blue line. Here's Nyes in on the left wing, dropping it back into the slot, and a shot. Down is the goaltender. There's a loose puck, but covered by Alex Lyon. And it's drawn a crowd in the blue paint.
Boy, Tavares took a shot to the face.
Comes out of the corner with it. Can't get it back to the point. And the Sabres push it down the right wing side. Jack Quinn working in. Big save made by Stolars. And the pass to center so we can disregard the offside. Thompson in with a shot. Pad save, rebound. Smothered. No, not smothered. He stations himself back in the Buffalo zone with 4:40 to play. And time becoming a factor here as it goes off a stick.
Wait, that's a
and
penalty
into the
here.
crowd. Nyes off the boards to Matthews. Back into the slot. Wrist shot coming. That was stopped. There's a juicy rebound in front. And Lyon is able to pounce on it. That goes around the boards. Nyes trying to get there, but is muscled off the disc. The Leafs are able to keep it in, though. Here's a pass back for Nyes in front of the net. Great chance there, and it was stopped. Machelli in front of the goal. Here's OEL, but he intercepts. And the Sabres are going to skate it out at center and look for a shorthanded try. And they're going to get it and score! Alex Tuck puts this one away with 3:01 to go on a shorthanded goal. Here's a chance for Tavares again with a shot, and Lyon is able to cover up on that. And Joshua in the area in front of the net gets into a bit of a face wash session with Bowen Byram, who gets dragged to the ice. And now Bobby McMahon has got one of the Sabres in a headlock. The Sabre without a helmet on, as he's taken to the ice. Timeout called by the Maple Leafs here.
It's just, kind of a different way to self-destruct. Fourth line got the Leafs back in it with a goal to make it 4-3, and then the power play gives up the shorthanded goal by Alex Tuck.